In this video, I want to take you through a audit process to get more leads or to let AI get you more leads from your squeeze page, like the one that you see right here. This is a squeeze page I created inside of Lead Creator. You can see it right here. It has generated 4 fresh leads in the last 24 hours. If I was to come over here inside of my Lead Creator AI dashboard, go down to Analytics, Analytics opens up and you can see that this has a lifetime average of almost 30% as far as the conversion rate. That is total views to people that have actually opted in. You can see the little graphs down here showing you exactly the sources and the countries that your leads are coming from. But the point of this video is to understand that when you're building a profitable online business and you're following a proven strategy like my proven top strategy, getting traffic after you pick a topic over to an offer to add people to an email list with the ultimate goal to profit and scale your online business. What we're looking at today is when we understand that we create content, and I'm going to show you some content on YouTube. And then I want to talk about this conversion mechanism that happens right here, or the point where you send traffic from your content, in this case, a YouTube video, but it could be anything, a Facebook post, an ad, a blog post. You want to see how you can make this super simple lead magnet convert better. And to do that, we're going to use direct response best practices to get more people from our super simple lead magnet over to our email list up here. So I want to show you what I did here. So over at 30 Minute Marketing, I have this video that I made right here a day ago. So I'm going to click on that video. It's going to open up and the video itself has the content. The topic of the video is set and I'm framing the point of the video is to show people a problem, identify a problem, and then work my way with them towards the solution. And the solution is to come down here and to click in the pinned first comment or the description, this call to action, how to build an affiliate marketing funnel, start here. They click this link, and this is the squeeze page at the very beginning of the video that I showed you with a headline, a subheadline, and then essentially the name and email, and then the call to action to actually get the resource or the information on the squeeze page behind this opt-in form. So you go back and you look at this and I want all these things. I need the squeeze page. I need to be able to give this information to the AI. The squeeze page, it needs to be able to read the headline, the subheadline, the call to action. It needs to understand the context, the email title or the YouTube thumbnail title. It needs to understand the context of the content and what problem am I trying to solve. And in this case, I've already created the content. So I'm going to click show transcript. And over here, I can copy the transcript and I can just feed this information to the AI and it can help me determine this information to make this squeeze page better. And again, remember, we're talking about 30%. This is converting at 30%, but we want to make it better. And I'm going to do that with a framework called the Direct Response Squeeze Page Audit System powered by Prompt PsyOps. The Squeeze Page Audit is going to be a framework, so we have to set the context and the purpose, why this matters, because we're trying to improve the ROI, the return on investment of our time and or our money that we're putting into our marketing. Now, there are going to be some things that you need to gather in this framework. This audit shows you all that. It tells you what to gather before running the audit. So you need the screenshots of the squeeze page, as well as the related content that shows the voice or funnel content. Again, a Facebook ad or an IG post promoting the page, a YouTube video or script related to the topic. In this case, I already did this. And we're also going to take a look at another YouTuber, a famous marketer, and break down his squeeze page as well from his content. But you need to understand, like, what's the intent of the topic? What's the intent of the content? Why are you discussing the topic? How are you identifying the problem, or what problem are you solving for your ideal visitor? What is the core transformation or promise? Who is this really for? What is the exact action you want them to take? And what do they get in return? Then what we're going to do is what you want to see. We're going to load all this up into the AI. And then we are going to let the AI use this one prompt right here And again, the link's in the description. You can grab this prompt in this framework. We're going to copy this audit prompt into ChatGPT in this case. We're going to use ChatGPT, but you can use any AI of your choice. And this is the kind of stuff I do over in my Prompt PsyOps workshop. Actually, this video is a video that I'm going to post over in my Prompt PsyOps workshop. It's actually the video I was making today for my Prompt PsyOps workshop. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to load this up on my YouTube channel and let everyone have this. All my subscribers, anyone who happens upon this video, this is going to help them because this is a direct response squeeze page audit system powered by Prompt PsyOps. This is where the ROI on your marketing starts. And I want to help you understand that process. When you are looking at building an email list, you understand that building a profitable online business starts with traffic. It starts, or you start, and it all starts by understanding your topic, understanding it takes a few tools, some technology, and some time to put all this together to get to the point where you're ready to create some consistent content where you're talking about the topic, where you are showing people the solution to their problem and guiding them or channeling their desire, a marketing term, channeling their desire towards a solution, because ultimately you want to make money by helping folks. And today's focus is on this super simple lead magnet and making it convert better, which adds more leads over here to your email list. So when people see your offer in phase 2, or the second foundational pillar of building a profitable online business following a proven top strategy, you want to get as many people on your email list as possible. So understanding how to make this super simple lead magnet, or this squeeze page, or this landing page, learning and understanding how you can make this convert better is the most important thing for understanding and getting the best ROI, return on investment, from your time and your money. And it all starts right here with this direct response squeeze page audit system. And I'm giving it to you for free, link in the description. And of course, if you're in the workshop, go ahead on the post here in the workshop, ask any questions that you have about this audit. And I'm going to show you right here that I did exactly what it told me to do in the audit framework, or the audit system. I uploaded the thumbnail and the title of the YouTube video, the call to action that led people to click the link that led them to the squeeze page. So I just loaded up those screenshots. Then I dropped in the prompt right here. And again, that prompt came from the link in the description over at the direct response squeeze page audit system powered by Prompt PsyOps. And then in this case, because I already have the YouTube video, I just said, please use the video transcript to answer the clarifying questions in the prompt. Then the AI comes back and it says, excellent, based on the full video transcript and your visuals, here are the answers to your 5 foundational strategy questions, which I'll now confirm back before running the full audit. Understand that I'm using content that I've already created in the squeeze page that I know how well it's converting to look at how to use this audit system, which is what an audit actually is, but also understand that you can use this audit system before you actually create the content to make sure that you're going to get the best, or the best opportunity, or the most potential out of your lead magnet. And that is all about using a word called congruence, or making sure that everything is congruent from your topic to your content to your squeeze page. But check this out, the strategy clarity check. What problem are you solving? It pulled this from the transcript, and now we know that we are trying to solve the problem for affiliate marketers, especially beginners, who are struggling with funnel failure due to a lack of congruence. And there's that word again, which is what that video was about. You can check that video out to understand we're talking about congruency across traffic, lead magnets, and offers. Most are blindly copying templates, not building cohesive journeys. And that's the point of this, to build a cohesive journey and then to audit that journey to make sure that it is cohesive and or congruent. So what transformation or result are you offering? Again, all these questions are things that you should be able to answer before you create your content and your lead magnet and start creating that coherent journey and establishing that congruency. If you are looking at something as simple as what I do inside of my proven top strategy, understanding it starts with traffic, and then you just follow this roadmap, and as long as you stay congruent all the way through this, eventually you will get to step 9 and you will build a profitable online business, starting with traffic and leading people to an offer, and then adding those people to an email list so you can follow up with them. So we go back and we take a look at this and we understand, who is this for? what is the exact action you want them to take, and then what are they getting in return. With that confirmed, here's your full prompt PsyOps funnel audit. Audit report, AI funnel campaign. Clarity of message, I got a grade B. It's telling me what's working. It's telling me what's weak. It is telling me how to fix this. It's given me the fixes for the problem. Rename the framework with a simpler, benefit-driven hook. Rewrite the squeeze page headline. Add a 2-line subhead on the squeeze page clearly explaining what top means in plain language. Things like these, things that I take for granted when I talk about the proven top strategy because I talk about it all the time. So I just assume that people know it, but when they click and land on my squeeze page, even though I've talked about the proven top strategy that I use in that video, it says get instant access to the affiliate top strategy congruent campaign creator and checker. It is what you're getting, it in plain English. But it's not benefit driven. It's just the fact of you're going to get this. So the idea here is I could make that better and I can get more clear by defining or taking away things that might need definition when I don't need to actually use them. Then we get into the emotional resonance. You can see here I got a grade of B, what's working, what's weak, fixes, value proposition strength. I did get an A- on that. What's working, one prompt equal full funnel is a strong, specific, and novel claim. But what's weak, powered by prompt PsyOps, is not clearly positioned as a value multiplier. Well, I hope someday it will be, right? Because prompt PsyOps is the philosophy that I have inside of 30-minute marketing, inside of my idea or concept of following my proven top strategy inside of my affiliating 9-step roadmap. Prompt PsyOps is how we get better, or how we utilize AI as an assistant to get better and create better words, make sure that we are staying congruent and or creating coherent journeys. But the thing about it is at a high level, people probably don't really understand that. So I have to use better words and I need a stronger value proposition. But I did get an A- on that. Call to action, heat, grade B. What's working? Green button, yes, I'm ready, is action orientated. Repetition of the CTA in the video, comment, and description helps reinforce the path. But why is it weak? The button text lacks urgency or a specific outcome. The form above the fold feels form first, value second. How can we fix it? Change the button to send me the funnel blueprint now. Right? Send me the exact thing that I want, the thing that's going to solve my problem. Also, I could add a little mini urgency element, get instant access today before this framework moves behind a paywall. If that is what's going to happen, make sure that you keep that realistic. Also, I've added a little bit of design here inside of this audit, not so much that it is about direct response, but it is important to understand, is your visual and layout, does it have a good solid flow? And you can see here, it's a clean layout with a simple opt-in format, minimal distractions on the squeeze page. The typography lacks hierarchy, headline, subhead, and form are too visually similar, so I could use a mechanism to set those apart. The color palette is overly neutral. The AI-generated PDF-style visuals from the thumbnail and squeeze page feel too techy, not benefit-driven. No visuals show the actual outcome or funnel output. Now, understand that this is a very simplified, for a reason, opt-in page that has been created. Lead Creator does have the ability to create different types of opt-in pages and different forms, different triggers. So for example, if I was to go in here under this actual lead magnet that again is converting at almost 30%, I do have the option inside of this lead magnet under email capture in this tool to change different templates. Also, I have an ebook style. I have the ability to use a blurred button style, which gives it a little more flair, a little more uniqueness, and I'm able to set things apart. I can also do a video, so I can embed a video. I can also use a no email capture form and put a button, which would then launch an actual pop-up where people could read more of a traditional squeeze page and get a pop-up, which brings me to the point now when we come back to this, we have our complete grade. And first of all, we have our conversion catalyst, which we got a grade B, but we have a final scorecard here, which gave us all of our grades. And then we have a final recommendation, which takes me to what I want to show you. Another entrepreneur or marketer, Anak Singal, and he has a video right here that he did a day ago, and I want to break that video down. So I went and I did the same thing. I grabbed his YouTube title, and I grabbed here his call to action, in the description. And I also scroll down here past all this other stuff he has, and I click show transcript, and I grab the information here because I want to break down how well his squeeze page is doing with our audit system. So the direct response marketing audit system, squeeze page audit system, powered by Prompt PsyOps, we take the same thing. We take his video thumbnail and title, we take his squeeze page and his call to action, and then we give it the prompt, and then we give it the YouTube script right here. It's going to answer the questions, or it's going to walk through the framework, and it's going to answer the clarifying questions. What problem are you solving? You're going to be able to, and this is a little bit of the idea of thinking, how can I go and see what people are doing and just assume that they're having success? Of course, you saw how I'm breaking it down and using Lead Creator, and I actually have the analytics right there in front of me from my own content and my own lead magnets, but just from knowing and looking at popular marketers or influencers or people in your space, you can do the same kind of thing, and you can understand what's working for them, or assume what's working for them and let this audit system break it down for you and see how you could take what they're doing, which you already appreciate if you're following them. You're like, wow, they're doing a great job. Let me break it down and see how I can do it better, or add those elements, those better elements, those ideas, and put them into my own coherent journey for my audience to make sure that I take them from content to squeeze page to my email list, and it's all congruent starting with my topic. So what problem are you solving? Remember, these are all being answered by the transcript that we grabbed from the YouTube video, but you should know the answers to these questions before you start creating your content. And we go down here and we see the funnel audit. The funnel audit is giving us a strategic foundation, and it's making it very clear for us, because the funnel audit using Prompt PsyOps methodology is telling us we have a clarity of message grade B, but it is also giving us some fixes that we can use to make this stronger. Emotional resonance got a grade of a B+. And again, we get the fixes here. It talks about adding some frustration bullets above the fold, and we could also tweak the script, start the squeeze page video with emotional contrast. Here we go. Value proposition strength, grade A-. What's working, what's weak, and then a few fixes. And then the call to action heat, we got a grade B. What's working, what's not working. And again, we look at the fixes. And every one of these, every step along the way, we're looking at what's working, what's weak, and we're looking at the fixes, and we're making ourselves better. We're making our content better, and we're making our ROI, or we're increasing our return on investment in our time and our money by starting our marketing where we need to understand exactly how to keep this all congruent, as well as work on visual and layout flows. You can see that he got a grade of a B-. And we go back and we look at his squeeze page. Now, I did just grab what was above the fold here. I didn't grab the entire squeeze page and all the information he put here on his landing page for this webinar, but it did grade it, and it gave it a B-, and it tells you why. It gave the color palette, the typography, the layout and spacing, the cognitive dissonance. This is where there is a disconnect. Human sounding AI employees imply something futuristic and slick, but the bookcase video background feels too low tech. There's a disconnect. This is the AI telling you there's a disconnect here. When you're talking about in your video's complete AI roadmap, how to get rich in the new era of AI, and then they click and they land on a background, and you have a bookcase, which, yes, I understand. I have a bookcase behind me, but that's the idea and the concept, something to think about. If I was going to put a video in here and I was going to be like, you know what, we're going to go all in on the AI content, and we're going to create an army of human sounding AI employees to grow your business, then why do I have a bookshelf behind me? In my case, right, this is 30-minute marketing, and everything I talk about is related to all those books that I've read behind there, based upon old school books that I read, like this book from the 1970s and other books that I show you that were written in the 1960s. But I understand where the AI is coming from when it looks at all this. And this is also the power that it's breaking this down and saying, look, if you're going to talk about AI and you're talking about human sounding AI employees, you're implying something futuristic and slick, then make sure that you don't have a disconnect with the bookcase video background because it feels low tech, right? It's just saying, hey, take this up a notch. It's just giving you some advice, all right? Then you scroll down here, you see the final scorecard summary, and then you see the next steps. And then also understand that it's going to let you know how it can show you a few round of changes or mockups or rewrites or create landing page wireframes. And even back to mine, when I was doing my video right here, done for you affiliate funnel, one prompt, and then we go here and we have this basic squeeze page right here. It's given me some advice as well, ready for me to rewrite the squeeze page or headline next. This is where you're taking it to the next level, and you're understanding that when you focus on getting this final scorecard and going through all of the categories and looking at your grade and being honest with yourself and taking this assessment from this audit and saying, hey, let's rewrite it and let's see, because you're setting on a high potential funnel concept that is strategically aligned and psychologically sound, but is being held back by design flatness, copy clutter, and a lack of visual or visceral emotional payoff. Polish the visual flow, simplify the naming, and inject more why now urgency, and you'll unlock serious opt-in lift. Get more ROI where it matters, where your marketing starts. Are you ready to rewrite the squeeze page? Hey, there's a link in the description. It'll take you over to the squeeze page. It'll probably look something like this. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better and I'll score a better grade when I audit my squeeze page. But click the link in the description. Grab the direct response squeeze page audit system powered by PropSci. That's my philosophy, to get better words, to increase our marketing where it starts, to get a better ROI from a marketing where it starts. Link in the description. Thanks for watching this one. And if you're in the workshop, go ahead and let me know right here in the comments below what page you're auditing and if you need any help with it. And thanks for being here on the YouTube channel, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.